Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be providing commentary for the candidates round 12 match between Anand as white and Andreikin as black. So there was a win in this round, but there was only one. It was between Topalov and Fiddler. Topalov won, but it wasn't very interesting, and this game was pretty astonishing because Anand had a advantage going up to +4, and yet he still couldn't win. So I just want to see this game because it's very fruitful and it's good to analyze. So e4, c6 by Andreikin. I wouldn't recommend this in a Grandmaster game because usually the GMs know how to the GMs like Anand's caliber know how to get a good position out of the Caro-Kann, and especially in this level I wouldn't recommend it, as you can see in the game. d4, d5, knight c3, following the main line, de4, knight takes e4, bishop f5, knight g3, attacking the bishop, still main line, bishop g3, h4, h6 now, so protecting against h5 with the bishop having nowhere to go. Knight f3. Now, usually what you would do is play knight d7 to guard from knight e5, and basically this would be the main line to kick the bishop and make him trade, and then just develop your bishop to d2, castle queenside, play c4, those stuff, and black usually responds with a setup like this, castle. I think he plays, there are many lines like bishop e7, bishop d6, or queen c7. So, that was just the main line, but Andreikin plays e6, which is actually an inaccuracy because it does allow knight e5. Nothing major, but it's just better. Bishop d3 and bishop takes d3. The reason why queen takes d4 is not possible is because of knight takes f7. And if king takes f7, bishop g6 check, and you win the queen. And if bishop takes d3, then knight takes h8. And black's king's position is totally fine.
Check.
Say queen e5 check, bishop e3, and
Friend departed.
black is better. So, because of that, bishop takes d3, queen takes d3, knight d7, f4. So this is why you don't allow the knight to be on e5, because now with Anand having his knight on e5, he's really going to try to make a grip on it, and it's not very good for Andreikin. Bishop e4 check, provoking c3, and bishop e7. So c3 is kind of weak because, first of all, white always wants to play c4 in these positions. Also, when you play bishop d2, it obstructs its path to go this way. So on the a5 e1 diagonal, so it's not very good. So bishop d2 to develop. Knight f6. Castle. Castle. Good move. Queen f3. Queen c7. Ordinary. And c4. So as you can see now, white wants to play bishop c3. Those stuff. a5. King b1. Getting ready. Prepared. Maybe d5. Rook a d8. Okay, good developing move. Maybe I want to take on e5 later. Bishop c1, good move. Maybe planning f5 in the future. a4, okay, putting pressure on the king side. Rook h e1, definitely trying to play f5 or d5. a3, b3, okay, just not allowing it. Bishop b4, rook e3, okay, dodging the threat of bishop takes e1. And now Andreikin makes an inaccuracy with c5. So basically, a good move here would have been just to play like rook a e8. And although Andreikin's position is pretty depressing, because maybe f5 in these cases White has a lot of time to play what he wants. Andreikin would still have a chance, and he would still be able to keep fighting. And well, now you can see why allowing knight e5 is an inaccuracy because of this position. And although Andreikin is losing, or worse, he still has a chance. But he does play c5, which is a bad move, and that allows d5, making a pass pawn. He takes d5, c takes d5, knight b6, okay. Attacking the d5 pawn and rook e d3. Now here, the best move is to take. It might seem weird, but it is, because it just is. Black can probably get out of this position alive. Like, I think black is still in the game. Yeah, so black is still in the game, and he still does have some chances for humans to see, because computer move queen takes b7. Well, you kind of think it's risky because of queen d1 and so on. So, because of that, but black did not play that. Instead, he plays the inaccuracy of queen c8. Also, in this position, knight e8 was good to try to make a block on the d6 pawn, knight d6, but he didn't do that. So queen c8 inaccuracy, which allows d6, and now white is clearly dominating. So rook f8, a bit late, knight h5, trying to get rid of a defender on the d7 square, push there. Rook e6, getting out of the d7 fork if knight takes f6. And knight takes f6 check, rook takes f6. Now if the rook was on e8, d7 would just win the game, but since not, it's fine. d7 anyway, queen c7, and queen g4. So basically protecting the d7 pawn, and white has a free and active game. c4, okay, good move, trying to make counterplay in the king side. Rook g3, attacking g7, g6, h5. So now black is colossally losing. So I don't see how Andreikin drew this game, but it was a mistake by Anand, psychologically kind of. So c takes b3, rook takes b3, good moves. Knight to a4. Now h takes g6 was played, and then rook b4, rook takes b4, but I think a better move might have been rook d4, and in this line, knight c3, king a1, b5, protecting rook c4, rook takes b4, knight takes a2, now protecting, king takes a2 would lead to a draw of some sort, or black would get counterplay because of either queen c2 check or queen takes c1, although it is still winning, but rook c4 is the best move. And yeah, now the position is just much better. So he didn't do that though, which is understandable. Instead, h takes g6, f takes g6. You have to do that, and rook takes b4. Now, knight c3 check, only move king c2. b5, protecting rook c4, good move. King to b3. It is a pretty good move. There would be an improvement here. Forget. Rook c4 might have been. King b3 seems okay. Knight a4. Queen to f3. And now I think, what? Okay, and now I think here is where Anand makes a mistake. Yes. Okay, so
Friend arrived.
the computer says bishop d2 is winning plus 4 point. Making changes. It's basically ranging from 4.5 to 4.9, so it's huge. Let's see the variation it gives. King takes a3, and if the best move is knight takes d7, something's wrong. Even after the game continuation of queen f3 check, it loses a lot, but still is winning. Knight takes d7 would have been better here. But, yeah. Now, rook c4. And apparently, this is winning because of this. And, yeah. So, bishop e7 is threatened. Queen d5. It's just so many crazy threats that it's not possible to lose here for white. The only thing he can do is basically win or draw. But Anand did not do that, which kind of hurt. And instead, yeah, it was a draw. He could have easily won though, so I don't know what was going through his mind then, but he could have easily won, but instead, made a draw. That's sometimes what I do against high rated players. I just go for draws when I don't realize that I do have a win. I think he saw that, but I don't know why. So, yeah, Anand could have won, but he did draw because once again, rook c4, b takes, and bishop takes a3. And yeah, so he did draw. And I hope you enjoyed this commentary over Anand versus Andreikin. And it might be a bit short compared to all the other videos, but sorry for that. I'll still try to be maintaining daily uploads. Probably, hopefully, I will. Usually at night. Sometimes if my uploading doesn't work, I'll do it in the morning. But other than that, I should be keeping a constant flow of videos. Sorry, I put my charger in. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, so see you later. Bye.